Okay.
We also do sort of, well, illegal is pushing it. Gray
Extra legal?
market, quasi. Gray market at the very least. Supers.
Kimberly actually calms down a little
Like...
bit. Like that mercenary company that was doing genocide in Africa.
No, that was one
what
of
was
the
it called?
competitors.
Ah, so the one that was doing genocide in north of the Saharan desert.
How, I mean... it doesn't mean there had to be any part with the genocide for Cam. I mean, you really
No.
gotta
The CNN exposed them. They were totally genociding the local population so that they can chase them off the resource-rich lands.
So
You really need to start watching actual news.
yeah.
Oh, come on, everyone trusts CNN.
So their name is Mu.
Hugh? What?
Mu, the Greek alphabet, so Mu. With a U.
Yeah. And what is that?
That's the name of the corp. So Martin gets the joke. Because this is being very geeky in my own field. Mu is used as a symbol of mutation rate in a population. So it's also a joke on new you. So it's new you, but mutation. Yes.
Unfortunately, they probably won't bring us back from the dead on command.
No. So yeah, that's the
On
other.
flip
That's
side,
the
we won't
other.
have to waste our money on getting brought back from the dead when we inevitably die.
You should have... Craig, you're gonna need to have this as a picture for me to get as a joke.
Right. I'll
But
come up
you
with one for
can't
next
really-
time.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know if I have the ability to write the mu symbol in Photoshop for now, but I'll get it for next time.
Thanks, man.
Just Google mu Greek symbol.
MU Greek symbol. Oh.
So much is what it's
It's
used,
the dangly U.
Yes, dangly U.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, so, how y'all feel about getting powers?
Slightly more better than getting mauled by a dog that's currently banging at the door with trying to return my sword to it.
Well,
Just
I
give me
mean,
the
I
fucking
can't
powers.
guarantee that won't still happen, but I can at least guarantee you'll have a better shot.
Just give me the bloody powers right now. Kimberly's still panicking slightly.
Well,
Are these labeled?
no, apparently not.
Well,
Any possible side effects, by chance?
Nothing that's going to be an issue immediately?
I
mean-
imagine there's another giant bang on the door.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're gonna say, "Just give me the
Yeah.
bloody needle."
chill.
Alright,
chill.
grab one, stick it in your arm, and try not to flinch.
Can you help me? I have very small veins.
Well, we can always just poke it in your butt.
No, you're
Right,
not
there's a
seeing my butt.
Fatty
Okay,
takes
how
you
about
right
this?
here,
Just
stink.
Get in the chair, and it'll do it all for you.
Yeah. Also, Blade, you dropped that.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Get in the chair.
Yeah, get in the chair.
All right. Kimberly's gonna get in the chair. This is so not my fetish.
Yeah,
Well,
the chair will lock down. So
There's not a bang on the door, and Kimberly's actually going to calm herself down, steal herself ready.
Sam, you gonna need help finding a vein that isn't punctured to shit?
I don't do needles. I only do inhalants. Shit, you see what freaking needles look like?
Actually, Kimberly's actually going to start panicking. What about pills? There's actually found with the consumption of amphetamines and ecstasy.
Here we go. One,
Shut up!
two,
You
three.
can.
Son of a...
right. So at this point, I think Ablative is probably already just, Sam's probably just immediately.
He just
Martin's-
shoved his
yeah.
arm into
Martin's just
his
gone.
arm into
He's picked the easy looking one.
Such an asshole.
Chill. Sheesh, you do a little. You sell a little on the side. And your entire family thinks you're a stoner. Well, I do have disappointed family as a trade, so I shouldn't bitch.
Yeah, you should.
All right. So
No,
great.
we think you're a worthless sack of space because that's basically how you've presented yourself at the past 5 Thanksgivings. Also, I appear to have lost connection to the server.
Yep. Alright,
I haven't.
so story-wise, that's probably going to be it for this week. But what we have now is the fun of finding out what magical powers happen to you.
Yeah, let's go.
So, who wants to roll first? So, what we've got is a D20, which gives you kind of like
The theme.
the theme. And from there, they're going to build their own. Have you got a link
Where's
to
the
that?
chart?
I'll link it
I
in
haven't.
Discord.
Oh,
Wait,
is
I
that
haven't-
the
I haven't.
buttons?
It is the Mutants Mastermind. It's in pens.
It's pins.
Yeah, there it is.
We just
Alright.
That was loud thunder.
Who
That's-
wants to go first?
Not you, obviously.
Me?
I mean, don't you?
Well,
Want is a strong word.
5.
5. Control of others.
Oh,
Oh boy. Roll 1d6.
wait. Are we gonna roll the 1d?
You don't have to
second
roll
D,
the
or-
1d6. You can if you want.
Yeah, because we agreed that we might just
Well, they
choose
do have
correct.
They do have plant control in this.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
There is a thing.
I knew this was gonna happen. We're gonna go so thematically. The stoner is going to go plant control. He's going to make this fucking super weed.
I'd like to
Scary
point out,
movie too.
when Zeds and Nothing's characters turn up, they also rolled randomly, and their powers also end up very thematic.
I swear, if your mutated super joint actually rose you into a joint like what happened in Scary Movie 2, I'm so not helping you.
Alright, so I'm getting plant
No, what
powers.
he's gonna do is he's gonna be like Poison Ivy, but for weed.
Yeah.
He's gonna be poison weed.
Well, if I do the major plant thing,
No,
use it
he's gotta be
for-
wacky weed.
and
That's
use
the
say I can use emotional control, use different augments for emotional control and stuff like that through
Yeah.
pheromones or pollens.
Just go plant control.
You
It's
I'm
basically-
going plant control.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your
yes.
pheromone, you control plants, and your pheromones are weed.
Yes,
So
I
it's-
always I smell like
where's
skank.
where's poison ivy gets men to fall in love with her, you just basically get high people around you high.
Ooh, I rolled a
Oh.
20.
Shit, that's brutal.
That means you
Option
get
powers.
Option of
Option.
powers.
Ooh.
The additional power, roll once more. Roll twice more on basic power. Let's roll normally
Basically,
on
I
basic power.
just don't want to roll a 1.
Yeah, you don't.
Hmm.
Because you're gonna have no powers. It's
just
gonna be a
just re-roll one.
3. Additional power. Roll once more.
Alright, so you get roll twice, your powers are split. You're not a single focus.
Oh, come on. You're such
Or
a
you
cheater.
are you are something that you can use for two focuses.
Yep, so 2 d20s.
So, actually, I think it says that I roll once and then you pick one. But
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right, yes it does.
6.
Yes, GM will use second 6.
See what your first one is. Alter self.
Oh,
Ooh.
alter form, shapeshift, object mimicry.
I'm gonna go with shapeshift because
Astral forms.
Alright.
So,
Hey,
what do you choose to give?
So, would you say like improve self or enhance self on top of that? Right.
No, it's gonna be from alter
I've
self. Yeah.
managed to make Alex Mercer. This is amazing.
No, he has.
Oh,
six,
come
and
the
then-
fuck on.
But the GM picks a second thing to
Yeah.
player on top of that.
Yeah, but isn't it from the same power tree? Like
No,
alter
that's
self?
not.
No, it's
No, that's-
completely different
that's-
power. I say alter
Uh-huh.
self kind of looks quite good.
That was what I just rolled.
Sorry,
6.
enhance self on top of that.
It's gonna be growth.
Something like
And then
growth.
I'll actually
You-
roll.
Yeah.
If you take
the
elong,
D6
if
for
you
the
take an
enhance self.
elongation, you could basically Shoggoth.
No, it's growth.
Shrinking.
It's shrinking.
I'm Ant-Man.
You're Ant-Man.
Oh wow. You're actually gonna be a real ant.
You're a shape-shifting Ant-Man.
You can shapeshift into insects. Wow.
Well, he can change his form and he can also shrink himself.
Alright. Well, that's strange. Okay, here's the row of destiny. 19. Oh boy. 19 was good.
Alternate power.
row 2 powers on basic power list, second alternate to first. Tails, row 3 powers on basic second and third power dynamic alternate. Okay, odd numbers is heads, even numbers is tails. Oh, sorry, rolled it outside. Odds. So, heads, that means odds.
Two
Row 2
powers on
powers,
basic, second is alternate.
second is alternate to first. So, first power, it's 6.
Alter self as well.
It's going to be...
So avoid shapeshift. It's probably a good way.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what should be.
Let's not like having overlapping power sets.
Yeah.
Let's have a reroll.
If you want to re-roll that,
Okay, I'll reroll that to 4.
elemental control.
If it's gonna be elemental, it's probably gonna have to be shit. Electrical, perhaps? Oh, let's see what the second power is. Because it's gonna be alternate of the second, so it's 2. 2 is
Event control.
event
Event.
control. Lock
So,
control,
would you say
environment control.
would you say leather and electricity?
Aha! It's going to be weather control and but weather control actually goes for water, and wind. Very good.
You don't have to. You don't have to fix yourself to one. You could have multiple
Yeah.
elements.
Yeah, but it's going to be alternate. One of the powers alternate to the other.
Didn't you roll ahead?
Yeah, that
two.
means two powers, and one is alternate to the, and the
Oh,
two
yeah.
are each one is alternate to the other. So if I understand what alternate actually means, because sorry, I'm not an English speaker naturally. The alternative to weather control would be what?
What does alternate even mean in this situation?
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
an odd one for alternate. Because alternate just means different option.
So what does that mean?
Alternate
Alright.
effect modifier allows you to swap out the effect for an entire other alternate effect. Damage effect with the descriptor of laser might have a visual dazzle as an alternate.
So essentially, that'd be a secondary thing. So since you rolled, say you can use winds, you can basically use weather control, so you can make tornadoes and shit like that.
But with weather control, I can probably make it. I can make tornadoes, so it's not exactly elemental
Okay,
control.
what's an alternate kind of thing that
Let's just go with
weather
the
control could
let's
do?
let's just go in with the ones, the lower ones, if they don't make sense. This is
Yeah.
basically what
Yeah,
we're using for a.
Yeah.
From weather control, maybe a plasma. I can actually through.
Let's not overthink it, Dusel. Keep it simple, stupid.
Okay, where is
I cannot.
shapeshifting anyway?
Power shapeshifting. Transform.
Okay. That
Oh,
was-
actually no. Shapeshift is actually its own thing. But yeah.
Where is it?
Well,
Because I
one
don't
one
see it
shapeshifting
in
is
the
becoming other
PDF.
people. One is becoming other things.
Yeah. So transform is probably your best. Shapeshift is a box on page 128.
There we go.
That would
8
be.
points per rank? What the shit?
Environment. What actually would mine be? What would my power
Transform.
actually
Yeah,
climate control?
that's the one you want because transform is actually changing objects, one object to another.
Really should have called that transmute.
Yeah,
instead, or
transmute
whatever.
is a, yeah.
So actually, where
We
am I
didn't
power?
write the book. We can't really tell
Alright.
them what to do.
Environment.
All right. So what you're doing? So what are you doing, Dusel?
I'm using. Well, I suppose I'm going to be weather control because honestly, okay. Let's actually see what everything is. Radiation control, environmental control, vibration control.
Well,
lock
remember,
control.
this is therming. This is theming. You have.
Yeah.
So you could just be Domino and take bonuses and luck, and you'll be really a skill-based person. That means you'll have very large control and hero points and everything else like that, because there is a luck thing in this game. control is a thing. For weather control, you go over to environment, and essentially you start putting modifiers on everything there. So take a look at environment, which you can change the basically everything in that area. And if you use that as well as you take say, since you did also take you have element control, you can use theming it around basically being storm, essentially using.
Wait. I just took weather control. Can I take environmental control as well?
Is there weather control here?
I think our environment is the rules version of that.
Yeah.
It's the inside rules of that.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be environment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be environment.
So actually, it's 1 to 2 per rank. Wow.
0 points per rank.
Each additional rank moves the radius up 1 distance rank for a reach of approximately 2,000 miles at rank 20. Wow.
You can get to essentially.
I can become Storm from the X-Men. I can control.
You are essentially Storm from the Instrument here.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stick with that. Perhaps I can probably even fly and shit.
Yep.
If you can, yeah.
So I think this is a good place to end this one because you've got your ideas, you've got your roles.
Yeah,
and how many PowerPoints we're going to put into this, Gray?
You're now jumping up to 8. So power level 8.
Additional 15 times 5.
It's at 120.
Give me the points.
120 points total. So additional
75.
Yeah, 75.
Basically, just point your power points earned to 120.
Yeah.
And then you won't have to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to stop the recording because no one wants you guys doing maths.
Yeah.
This is a lot of math.
See you in a couple of weeks because I'm off next week and the week after, so it's going to be a bit of a break, unfortunately. But yeah, this went well. Hope you enjoyed.
We got a Storm. We had a Dr. Jackal and Mr. Hyde, and we got Plant Man.
And 2 bonus ones. All right, see you.